So you're looking to buy an Infiniti QX80, which means I know you're rich and I know you're busy, so I'll keep this very short. That is the 2018 Infiniti QX80. They've updated the exterior styling a little bit with sharper, better taillights. We have 22-inch wheels on this thing, and we have updated headlights. Now, of course, you know this is based on the Nissan Armada, which is based on the Nissan Patrol. But why would you pay, well, this one's $86,000, but why would you pay roughly $20,000 more for the Infiniti rather than the Armada? And that's mainly because of what's inside. I just actually had ramen over here in the Colony at 10 Ramen, and it's awesome. They even have Japanese drinks and such. But this is why. We have quilted leather. This is actually semi-analine leather, and what that means is it's very luxurious. It's a lot like your furniture at home. Here we have piping, we have contrast stitching, we have quilting, we have venting. These seats are everything. This interior is everything. And we have excellent wood trim here. It's very Bentley-like, and I'll say Bentley-like because it's not exactly Bentley, mainly because if you look at the gloss, you'll see some orange peel in there. But overall, they did a fantastic job. They worked really hard on this, and I like it. Especially the back. Look at this. This is luxury to the nines, not the tens. And that's mainly because these switches here in the center console should be here in this center console. All we really get are cup holders and an armrest that contains two headsets so that you can watch on the standard entertainment system anything that's on the screen. But this interior is phenomenal. Of course, just like the Armada, we have electric third row seats, we have reclining center row here, and if you want to know more about what the Nissan Patrol or Armada is like, watch my Armada review because it was awesome. And this is just basically my quick take on the QX80. Since I've driven it for a week, I will tell you a few things that I like. We will get inside, or climb inside, as I should say. Okay, first off, yes, this is outdated. However, if you've been looking at the Toyota Land Cruiser or the Lexus LX550 or the Range Rover or what else is in this price range? A lot of things are in this price range that are a lot more expensive than this car, but the interior of this makes it worth every penny, especially when you don't want the same Range Rover as your rich neighbor. Plus, I didn't like the ride of the Range Rover as much as I like the ride of this. Let's start this puppy up. Now, of course, we have four-wheel high, four-wheel low. It's just basically kitted out just like the Armada. However, in the QX80, these surfaces are so buttery smooth. Everything in here is so incredibly smooth. You have to go to the dealer and just touch this because I've never felt anything like this in 20 years. BMW and Mercedes used to have leather like this back in the 90s. It smells fantastic in here, and well, it feels successful in here, and that's what Infiniti is about. Their tagline is empower the drive, and I always feel empowered in this thing. And that's kind of the important part here, is not only do I feel empowered and coddled, this is almost like, as a kid, you may have always wanted to have a Butler. Who didn't, right? But this is like a sumo-wrestling Butler in a tuxedo. It does everything for you. Feels fantastic on the road, and this is one of the smoothest vehicles I've driven here in the Dallas area so far. On top of that, this year I've driven one car that was really hard to give up at the end of the week, and that was the Durango SRT with 475 horsepower and just plenty of grunt. This is the second car this year that I'm going to have a hard time giving back at the end of my 1 week loan. This is a 400 horsepower, 413 pound-foot of torque, naturally aspirated V8 engine, 5.6 liters. So it has a little bit more power than the Nissan Armada, And it has more power than, for instance, the 2019 Ram 1500 Rebel. So you are into a higher echelon of power and a definite higher caliber of interior. That's why you would get this over a Nissan Armada. It's not necessarily why you'd get it over a Land Cruiser, other than you'd want to not fit in like everybody else. And you wouldn't also get a Range Rover like everyone else. So this is your alternative. Plus, you don't get that floaty air ride of the Range Rover. In this, you get this hydraulic suspension that flattens it out in corners. And not low-speed corners, I'm talking highway corners. When you take these big Texas overpasses, these skyways, the QX80 is level and flat, and it's supreme in its driving capability. Now, of course, it has plenty of power, and what I want to show you next is when you put your foot down, it's a scary sound. So let's try that out. I'll get my seatbelt on and we'll hit the road. Okay, my seatbelt's on and we are driving out of the parking lot. And just a couple creature comfort features. This panel here hides the cup holders. These cup holders are massive. They don't really hold a can of anything very well, but they can hold your coffee mug. And as I complained about that in the Volkswagen Atlas, I'm going to complain about it here. But then again, I went to a hardware store the other day, and the Yeti cooler cup thing fits in there. So, oh, hold on, they want to pick up the car. Hello, this is Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian. This is Tony. I'm out here in the parking lot.
Oh, okay. I'm just actually coming right back from lunch. I'm about 5 minutes away. Can you hang for 5?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm right in the same area as it was last week.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right there.
It's bright yellow. You can't miss it.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Right.
Bye. Okay, here we go. I'm in a hurry. Ah, listen to that thing. So any soccer mom, and not too many soccer moms are going to be driving this. I think if you're at this level, people will be doing the running around of the kids for you. But if you are in a hurry, this thing will sound amazing. And it's a scary amazing. People notice, and inside it's not as loud as it is outside, but you can pass people and they will turn heads. So let's just get around this. And the power comes on in a linear fashion. You can see we were going uphill there. The power comes on, and it's very predictable because this is not, unlike the Mercedes GLS550, this is not a bi-turbo V8. This is a naturally aspirated, big 5.6 liter V8. And as far as fuel economy, it's not bad. I mean, when you're considering things like the Volkswagen Atlas, I'm actually getting better fuel economy in here than I did in the V6 Atlas SEL 4Motion. That's why I gave the Atlas such a bad rap. So if you're a VW fanboy, maybe you should look at the Infiniti, save up your pennies, and one day you will be rewarded with one of these, because this thing is the way to go. Anyway, that's my review. If you want more information, please be sure to check out my Nissan Armada video. It's basically the same platform, same structure, and check that out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, leave some comments below. And of course, if you're bored, read the comments below. And what I will do is I will be driving another car with even more horsepower next, which I'm going to go pick up right now. So this is the second car this year that I'm going to miss when they pick it up, and hopefully there will be more to miss. I'm Brian with New Car Spin. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe because I got more on the way. See ya.